Another top story tonight, first responders risking their own lives to save a man.
Yeah, they rushed towards the man in Eloy who was being stung hundreds of times by bees. They didn't have time to wait as the man was desperate at that moment for help. ABC 15's Mike Pelton with the Eloy Fire District on one of the craziest bee rescues they've seen.
He wasn't speaking in full sentences, but he was screaming pretty painfully.
And Eloy Fire District firefighter Emmett Middaugh, one of at least 2 firefighters also in a bee battle.
I got stung here in the neck, in the back. A couple went down my shirt.
On Wednesday, Emmett and Eloy firefighter Joel Powers in the ambulance, first on scene, not for an initial call of a bee sting on a farm to their south. Turns out an active bee attack.
Upsetting to learn that he's actively being stung and we have nothing obviously with us to protect us.
Fire crews tell me a man working on the farm, the subject of a swarm.
Saw one gentleman crouched underneath of a truck and he was just screaming for us to help.
And no time to wait for backup in bee suits.
Felt so terrible for him that I was willing to run the risk of getting stung multiple times to obviously go help him.
Joel and Emmett,
almost as soon as we got out of the ambulance, we started getting stung.
Quickly finding bees in a bad mood.
They were pissed. So I got out and I saw the bees swarming.
Joel with a blanket, Emmett with pressurized water.
He was in a lot of pain as I was running up to him with this thing. I had to give him the sorry bro, and then I decided to start pretty much dousing him with pressurized water.
As he yelled blanket, even though I was hesitant to remove my own protection, I threw it over the gentleman, and as he said, grabbed the fellow by the ankles and just started backing up with him.
Fortunately, I'm told the victim, while in serious pain, not allergic.
3 different people at the ER spent over an hour pulling stingers out, and each one of them got somewhere around 90, 95. So he got stung close to 300 times.
The worst patient I've ever seen, absolutely.
And don't discount roughly a half dozen or so stings each for Joel and Emmett.
It was pretty painful.
Yeah, we might see it as a crazy call. They call it a Wednesday.
Just another day, really.
In Eloy, Mike Pelton, ABC 15, Arizona.
We appreciate the work they do. Meantime, according to the CDC, more than 1,100 deaths from hornet, wasp, and bee stings occurred from 2000 to 2017. That's about an average of 62 a year. And peak bee season is just getting started. Pest control experts say once it's 55 and over as the overnight low, they're here until it's cold again. And keep this in mind.
If they're going in and out of a structure, then they're pretty much there to stay. But if they're on the side of a wall, under an eave, in a tree, in a bush, if you give them 24 hours, normally they'll move on without having to do anything with them.
Remember, if you have a large beehive, bee experts recommend calling them in to remove it. If you're attacked by bees, cover your mouth and eyes, get away as quickly as you can. And by the way, don't jump into a pool. Bees will simply wait you out.